Hello, everybody. Welcome back to DND404. I am your DM, Tony. And join with me today are the other three shots at my local bar. Fellas, go ahead and introduce yourselves, starting with the raw dog and straight, probably gasoline, Jared.
Armo's checking in. How you guys doing? My shot of choice is Southern Comfort. It's amazing.
I was on the nose with that one.
Yeah, I love that stuff. I don't know why. Just no chaser. Just good drinking straight. Love that stuff. It's my shot of choice.
Absolutely fucking disgusting.
I know. No one likes it.
You're so gross.
No one likes it. When we went to, fun fact, fun little story. We went to Germany, me and Alec, to do TwitchCon, and we went to the first restaurant we found was this like little Mexican food place. We were in Germany eating Mexican food. It's a weird thing.
Mexican food and beers. It was great.
Yeah, and so when we're there, I just happened to look over and see that there's a bottle of Soko there, and it's like almost gone. And so we sat there and drank the rest of it and finished it. It was wonderful.
That was the last time I actually probably drank it.
Yep.
You know, I don't like Southern Comfort, but I got to tell you, during Christmas in your eggnog, it fucking slaps. Not gonna lie. That's something special.
People drink it with Dr. Pepper.
Bro, just raw dog eggnog. Really? It's the best.
Yeah.
Can you stop using the word raw dog? It's like actually fucking...
Stop trying to make raw dog happen.
Yeah. Stop trying to bring it back, dude. Just let it die.
Anyways, I am Dan. I play Minas Pebble Walker, your tiny little swarm keeper ranger, and I'm definitely the tequila shot of this podcast.
You fucking bitch, dude. I hate you so much.
Really?
He doesn't even have a brand,
silver?
dude. That's how you know he's not a tequila shot guy. Because he was just like, oh, tequila?
Just tequila in general.
Fine, Casamigos, man.
No, you fucking bitch. I hate you so fucking much.
Come on.
You're going to say Casamigos?
I literally had it right here in front of me. Casamigos, Blanca.
That's insane.
You know what?
That's
1800s. That's my shot of choice.
All right, Alec, your turn. Make sure you don't steal anybody's choice, okay?
Yeah.
All right, what's going on, guys? My name is Alec. I play Drell of the Ashbourne, and my favorite, my favorite shot, I would actually go with a Prairie Fire. And if you don't know what that is,
oh wow,
it's a shot of tequila with a dab of Tabasco in it.
Oh, nice.
It's delicious.
I noticed. I noticed something else. I can't remember what it is. A rattlesnake, I believe, is what I've heard it called. That is pretty good, though.
Yeah,
the other one
it's
is,
actually really good. Yeah,
flaming Dr. Peppers. Have you had those? Those are amazing.
I already know what goes in it without even ever hearing it before, and I want to throw up already. Bro, you ever hear a fireball, bro?
No, it's not Fireball. It's not Fireball.
No? Wow.
Also, we have to, if you guys aren't 21, we don't recommend drinking. All right, go ahead and wait till you're 21.
Yeah,
go ahead
21 and up.
Throwing that caveat out there, 21 and up, guys. Okay, Tony, what about you?
My go-to shot, and it's purely because it like gets the party going. It's not straight ass like Jared's shot. Is kamikaze shots. I don't know what's in them. Don't know what's in them.
They're fucking. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I am highly disappointed. I didn't say that. I always get kamikaze shots.
Because like one, they taste good. Two, it gets people like amped up. It's like, whoa, that tastes awesome. And then people who never heard it before go, what's a kamikaze shot, bro? I mean, that's my impersonation of someone who's been like 6 or 7 drinks in already. But they're like, whoa, this is awesome. And then, it's also kind of cheap on the bill.
I hate vodka, but it's just triple sec and lime juice added in. So I don't see how that can be bad.
Lime juice just makes everything not taste like butt.
Yeah.
Jared, also, I'm looking at this. A Dr. Pepper shot is not a shot because it has 8 ounces of beer in it, which makes it just not a shot.
You make them into little baby shots and you light them on fire.
Well, maybe down on the West Coast, brother, but over here in America, that's a shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you know Mountain Dew was a whiskey chaser at one point, son?
This has gone on way too long.
It's true. All right.
All right, Dan, can you just do the recap, please? Or the rundown.
It's been a little too long. If you haven't listened to our long rest, we did release a free Patreon episode onto Spotify. So my rundown is about the Patreon, and that free episode. We did a little movie review on the DND404 movie. That's right. They made it after our podcast, inspired by us. I'm pretty sure nobody's done D&D podcast before us. So that's right. We're suing them for taking our ideas and content. We'll keep you updated on that. But if you want to hear about the movie review, we also did a review on that. Jared, Tony, and I, because Alec was on vacation. You can go listen to that right now. Again, it's called The Long Rest. Or if you want to hear a bunch of other behind the scenes content, original audio pieces, go to D&D. Go to patreon.com/DND404. That's patreon.com/DND404. I was doing so good until that moment.
Got to keep
so
it
good.
Patreon.com/Enron. No, go support.
Yeah. Also, I'm drinking a Monster Energy drink to represent my sister and her energy today, because she is playing Assassins and has been using this to get through the week. So Shannon, if you're down on one Monster Energy drink, it's because I took one.
Who's the real thief?
Not me. Anyways, how about we get into Arc 5, Tony?
That's right, because there's no recap. Unless somebody wants to do the recap of the whole arc. Here we go. We're going to roll it.
Who would it have been? It would have been Alec.
Alec, recap the whole arc 4, baby.
All right.
So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. After the bard plays that intro, hit it. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the world of Humbreah, featuring 3 first-time adventurers and 1 very patient DM. This is D&D 404. Gentlemen, boyos, adventurers, welcome to Arc 5.
Yay.
Now, before we begin, let's understand where we are. The 3 of you are currently camped out in a secret cave hideout that was once occupied by the Red Dawn that you just recently foiled. From what you gathered, the cave's purpose was to store weapons and artillery to supply a small army. There is also an active portal on the cave floor that leads directly to Shadowfell. Lastly, the entrance is protected by illusionary magic at the mouth of the cave, so it blends in with the rest of the mountain that you're on. The mountain range you are in is along the northernmost border of Aramore, between the Sigil College and Lord Baron's Divider. Now, like before, the world has always been yours to explore, but we begin this arc back in the material plane of Humbreah with new lore, knowledge, and critical information. Now, Bloodshard Bandits, what are you doing as you wake up on this fine spring morning in this dark and dingy cave?
Minus is doing angry calisthenics.
So, Minus, this is actually a great pickup point. Let's start with you. So, you have just finished writing a very detailed and lengthy letter to your mother, right? Because when we left off, you were reading a letter from your mother that was suggesting that that Miranor was suggested to be the next in line because they haven't heard from you, which what seems like to be a year.
I mean, 9 months isn't that long. I really shouldn't have done something like that in 9 months, man.
So you handed this letter off to Aoterra, has already left from the far-fetched courier service, and he is going to send that letter back. And we are picking up on this fine, beautiful spring morning. So what are the 3 of you doing?
I was going to say, I think Drell is probably still asleep. He's had an extremely eventful past few days. So he's definitely probably the last one up.
Probably a lot of ale.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he burned through a few of the alchemy jug rounds before he went to bed.
The 3 of you have definitely had the longest long rest of your life, like pretty much like a 24-hour powwow to just recoup from all the shit that you just went through. Yeah. Reginald is still sleeping. He's like, blood of the innocent. Human fingers. Hey.
I also think Drell's probably had a lot of time to like internally analyze everything that's happened, especially with him and transforming and the loss of his best friend. Yeah, I feel like he's probably definitely spent the last 24 hours in like deep thought about like who he is and like what he knows himself to be and like his family, and because he's obviously extremely confused with like what the fuck is happening to him.
Yeah, so you definitely had a good amount of time to reflect. This is also a good point, a good reminder. You guys are all level 11, and any equipment that you may have had or have had questions about, you now understand and know, and you have attuned to the new items you have gotten. You have caught up on all of your gear. So when you wake up, the three of you can probably have breakfast now, but if there's anything you would like to do, let me know.
All right, everybody, wake up! I throw a rock at Armos.
I mean, can we just have like another 5 hours?
We got places to be! And I shake Reginald up and down.
Yeah, come on, Menace, give us like 5 more minutes. And I like roll. I don't want to get out of bed yet.
We got stuff to do! And I throw Sid over to start jumping on Drill.
I just stare Sid dead in the face like, don't fucking do it.
He stares you back, emotionless.
I flick him off of me like an ant. Yeah, no, but I think Drell probably, I think he's definitely excited to I guess make his way back into the material realm, and yeah, so I think he probably gets ready and is ready to head out.
Okay, Armos.
Ready to go as well.
I'm singling you out, Armos, if you have anything you want to do, because last time you pulled a staff out of your ass, literally. So would you like to pull another staff out of your ass right now? Do you have any other warlock shit you want to remind me of before we start?
There's a dagger.
A scepter, whatever the hell. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, skull. All right.
Me, Satan, or boys now? Like anything you want to mention before we go?
Not currently.
Oh yeah, guys, by the way, I forgot to mention, thanks for almost letting me die. I definitely appreciate it. Yeah, especially you, Armos. I remember you very distinctly as I was a dragon, trying to go for the giant bloodshard that was in the middle of the courtyard rather than, helping Menace and I. So, yeah, thanks for being such a great team player. I appreciate it.
It made me really powerful, and look what happens.
It made him really powerful, guys. It made him really powerful.
Yep. And then I went up there.
Yeah, real powerful.
We also gave you one, okay? We let it go once. Beat us halfway. It was right there, okay? It took like literally 6 seconds.
Drell turns to Menace and he goes, Menace, does Armos not realize like what's happening? He realizes Reginald's like not his friend, right? He realizes this.
What? Wait.
This guy?
Reginald's not our friend?
Yeah, he's always trying to eat hands, dude. He literally was eating my foot earlier.
Hey, don't you eat steak? Isn't your friend a steak? Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
No, Menace, he didn't mean that.
Wow.
He meant like other cows. And Drell like turns around like...
Wait, who's he talking about? And I just turn around. I'm looking around the room. I'm very confused. Who's a steak?
This is wonderful.
Anyway, so where did you guys want to go today?
Well, I think it's time we get our diplomas.
What? What do you mean diplomas?
Oh yeah, I signed us up for classes at the Sidget College.
Wait. What?
Imagine.
Are you trying to tell me you enrolled me into school?
Well, no, I didn't actually do anything, but I went to the Sidget College. Armos and I went there for a second, obviously, and came back. And we gotta go say hi to Kemi Joe. He's got it seems like there's a lot of cool stuff over there we should look at before heading to the divide.
Oh wait, so we are near. Okay. This is all coming to Drell slowly because he has no idea like where I guess we were.
Yeah, Drell. So if you look at this map, we're here. Okay, I think we're here. I kind of like looked at the sun and the shadow of a tree and kind of calculated that we must be around this smudge. Oh no, not that smudge. That's from lunch. But this smudge that I put directly there.
So when the three of you are figuring out where you are and you go outside to take a look, you notice that it's nice spring weather. More specifically, it's on the cusp of the edge of winter and spring, to the point where you do see like melted snow on the ground and like spring is practically here. When you look out into the horizon, you are pretty high up. You know that trekking down this mountain, it will take a little bit of time, But what you see is that on your right, you see the Sigil College, and on your left, you see this fortress on an island that you have not seen before. But Drell, you know that's Lord Baron's Divider.
Because I've been there, right?
Yes, right at the beginning of the campaign, when you got to Gilo, you had to pass this divider.
Yeah.
You went down. So from your mountain range, you don't see a solid, straightforward path. It would be a bit of climbing and hiking involved. Down at the base, at the clearing, where you see like you would come out of the mountain range, is a tower structure. You're too far away to really see what it is, but it looks like a little encampment. And from what you can guess, this is like a tower or a checkpoint between the Sigil College and Lord Baron's Divider, that if you went there to that tower, it'll be like equidistant to either location. So if you look at the map, you are right here.
Oh, I thought we were on the other side, so we're actually kind of close.
Yeah, you are pretty close to either location. The reason for this location, from what you gather from the notes back in Caelim's war room, is that they were using this room as a small armory to maybe attack Lord Baron or the Sigil College. You could probably guess by the time you figure out a way down this mountain path, it'll probably take you a full day to get to either location. And if you wanted to travel between the two locations, Sigil College and Lord Baron's, it'll probably take you about half a day at most. They're not too far from each other.
I do, when we go outside the cave after we get our stuff together, I do make like some marking of stones that I would recognize if we came back here outside.
So you wouldn't necessarily have to do that with Drell around. Drell knows the exact location of all Shadowfell portals.
That's true.
Yeah, miss. I know everything, so...
Wait, what?
I put on my glasses as I walk down the hill.
What?
Follow me, guys.
Wait, why does Drill know this?
Because I know all the entrances and exits of Shadowfell,
But
because that was my question.
This is the knowledge he asked for with Madame Fazelle.
Remember the time I asked an important question and you guys all asked useless stuff? Yeah. It's coming back into play.
Wow. That's so helpful right now.
That's actually ridiculously helpful.
Oh, I'm sorry. How helpful was your guys' questions so far? Oh, nothing?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so I think with us in agreement that we're gonna head for the tower in between both. I think we kind of just all head out.
Okay. So when you exit the cave, you can kind of find a bit of a path to go down the mountain, but it's very inconvenient to the point where as you're walking down this path, you're not quite sure how they would even bring artillery down here. It wasn't man-made. Perhaps they had another way of transportation, but you know they weren't going to be able to drag things through the path that you're going.
How high would you say we are?
Probably right before, I don't know how high this would be in real life, but like right before where like the mountain would probably start to get cold. I would say you're about 2,500 feet up. So you're pretty high up there. You can see over the landscape with ease.
Like a spoiled little prince, I use my rock creatures to float down the mountain.
Yeah, so all the Sids come out and go, me, and they just lift you up and they gingerly float you down this path next to your friends.
I think Drell actually really loves being this high up. I think he kind of just feels really at home. So I feel like he's kind of just walking down in enjoyment. Because, I mean, it's been a while since he's been that high.
Okay.
As I'm floating down, I have some Sids giving me a shoulder rub as we go down. And I do use, I guess I just want to use it just in case. I use one of my new features, and it's called Tireless. And as an action, I can give myself 1d8 plus 2 temporary hit points. Oh yeah, right there, Sid Jr. Oh, that's a spot. Oh man, you guys gotta try this floating thing. This is great. And I'm like
giving you the elbow.
like laying on one hand with my shoulder down.
Everybody give me a nature check as you are navigating down this mountain. Or survival.
Would I roll this with advantage? Because I was born on a mountain?
Yeah, we're from the mountains.
True. Drell, you can absolutely roll with advantage.
What about me?
Minas, as a ranger, I will let you roll with advantage.
Woo! 21.
Wow, at least one of us.
Roll noise.
I rolled a nat 1 and a 2, so I got a 7.
With Minus's expertise of the wilderness and mountains and Drell's expertise dragging you guys behind and slowing you down, Drell is opting for every wrong direction possible.
Yeah. Guys, I don't even think we should leave yet. Why don't we just hang out up here for a little bit? Like, what's the rush?
So with Drell's not knowing where to go, it's effectively slowing you down here and there with the constant arguing, to the point where, like, Drell thinks his knowledge of the mountains is vastly superior to Minus's.
Yeah, my SIDS are like feeding me grapes as I go down this mountainside. I'm like, I see the good areas to go because I'm floating above them. Like, oh no, I think I'll go over here.
Bro, his best friend is literally a tiny mountain.
No, it's a rock. It's not a mountain.
But what's a mountain, Drell?
Reginald.
What's a mountain, Drell?
You just wouldn't get it.
Bunch of rocks, right? Almost, that's right? It's a bunch of rocks.
See, look, you don't even know. Look, I know it's beyond your capabilities of thinking, Reginald, but you just don't get the mountains, man. You're not a mountain guy.
As you're saying that, you're veering off to the wrong path again.
Yeah. It's like, you just don't understand.
So more time passes, and the morning slowly turns into the evening. And you start to make your way to the base of the mountain. You think if you guys rolled a little bit better, you've gotten down faster. And as you hit the base of the mountain, the rocky path that you've been following slowly turns into a dirt path, into a very less traveled path. The grass is now becoming overgrown, and you are kind of struggling to stay on it because it's just worn by time. Nobody has been here in a long time or has used this path in a very long time. You don't see these landmarks that you did on top of the mountain, as the mountains are now kind of surrounding you like a valley as they slowly start to turn into grassy, craggy hills, lightly covered with snow. The sounds of birds ease into your ears. You start to hear bugs again and normal everyday life, which is very strange to you after spending a seemingly unknown amount of time in Shadowfell. This is like all becoming new to you again. And then you hear rustling from the foliage. Somebody stepping around. Pricklies. You hear the sound of like an older man having some trouble, stuck in some tall grass off to your side.
Do we know where the noise is coming from? It's just like we can find the direction.
You clearly hear it off to your left somewhere, but there's a lot of tall grass, so you can't see.
I slowly pull out my sling and I kind of look at Armos.
Before he even, as soon as someone locks eyes with me and I hear the noise, I am full on ready to cast Eldritch Blast in that direction. Just from all of the PTSD that we had living in the other direction.
Reginald's rubbing your shoulders.
I'm full on ready to blow anything up that looks at me wrong.
Those ancient powers that I gave you. Yeah, you've been training for this moment. Yeah.
I don't even hear him.
Yeah, I do some hand motions and sneak over to the noise.
Go ahead and make me another survival check as you're trying to navigate through the grass, or if you're trying to sneak up on him.
Stealth check.
Oh, you want to sneak?
Yeah.
Make me a stealth check then.
29. It's okay.
24.
Damn.
I ain't moving.
You're staying on this loose dirt road.
I'm ready to just shoot through if I start hearing things.
Yeah, we're circling to flank while Armos is just ready with his finger guns.
Drell, Minus, as you are stealthily traversing through this tall grass, being as quiet as a mouse, slowly part some tall grass blades, and you see this older man in nice cloth clothes that have been well traveled in, so he looks dirty from being outside. Old man, bald spots, kind of like a St. Anthony. Big old bald spot in the back of his head, gray, bushy beard. And he is currently on his butt, holding his foot, trying to get these little spiked pricklies out of the bottom of his foot. And you see that his shoe is off. The other foot has a sandal, so you can see how it fell off a little. You can see how it fell off, but he's struggling trying to get this prickle out of the sole of his foot. He's like, oh, they sneak up on you. I swear, they sneak up on you. And he manages to pull it out, and then he sniffs his toes. He's like, ugh, they smell. And he's trying to get back up. He goes, oh, where's my shoe? Where's my shoe? And he's hopping on one leg. He's He's looking for his other shoe. And as he's looking, you do see where it is. It's like behind him. He just clearly lost track of it.
With my stealth check, can I get literally right up behind him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of walk up gingerly. I look up at him real short. How tall is he?
Hunched over, maybe like 5'10", 5'11".
I look up and I'm just like, huh. I look back at Drell, kind of shrug, and I look at this guy and I smack the back of his leg and go, hey!
He jumps up and he lands on his foot, and his bare foot steps on another person. Hey! My Laura! Oh! Pops it out. Oh,
you okay, buddy?
I'm a lot better now.
Seem a little hurt and lost.
You see my other shoe? Kind of looks like this one.
Yeah, it's over there. And I point.
Oh,
Sid, grab that shoe if you could.
Oh, wow, magic rocks. Well, I guess I would be doomed if you didn't come here. George Bjord, nice to meet you. And he sticks out his old hand.
George Bjord.
That's my name.
Name's Minus Pebblewalker. Soon to be. My name's Minus Pebblewalker. Nice to meet you. And I shake his hand.
And he gingerly shakes yours back. What are you doing out here traveling all alone by yourself? You looking for the swivel shrooms too?
The swivel shrooms?
Yeah, swivel shrooms.
And I'm not here all alone. Drell!
I pop my head out of the long grass. What?
Tall guy.
I tried to put the high grass in my beard as well to try to camouflage. Menace, you weren't supposed to let him know I was here.
Oh, sorry. Turn around. Pretend you didn't see that.
Okay. He turns around.
All right, Drell. Come on. You come out. Do you want to sneak? What are you doing?
It's fine.
You guys know where the road is? I kind of lost my bearings. Didn't really keep track of the sun when I was walking through, and I don't know which way I'm going because I don't know which way is north or east or whatever because it's right high in the sky.
Well, we're trying to find the road here too, buddy. Here, and thanks, Sid. And I grabbed the shoe from Sid, handed to what's his name again?
Oh, right, George Bjord.
Right, Bjord.
And he puts his sandal boot back on. He goes, much better.
All right, sit down. Sit down. Let's rock over here, and I pull out one of my medikits, and I just patch up his foot a little bit before putting the shoe back on.
Oh, perfect. As you gauze his foot, he does that weird toe wiggle to you. He goes, I haven't seen like this in years. Very calloused. Uncomfortably calloused.
I don't tell him what it is, but I do put some like homemade deodorant, like herbal stuff on his feet to help with the smell.
A Medi Petty.
Oh, that's actually pretty fucking funny. All right, you're all patched up, buddy. Hey, we're trying to find the road ourselves. If you want to join us for a second, you're more than welcome. We'll keep you safe through the woods. Just as long as you're kind to us, we'll be kind to you.
Oh, absolutely. Are you traveling adventures by any chance?
We are, and Drell, where's Armos?
All you see is just two red eyes in the bushes staring, and just a purple kind of glow coming from below, just ready to blast anything.
Hey, Armos, that guy is kind of old, right? He doesn't need his hands. What would you say?
Drell nudges Menace. See, I told you.
You see his red eyes kind of roll a little bit, just like as he keeps staring at him.
Don't worry about them. Just worry about that delicious Eldritch Blast, yeah.
Oh, there he is. Hey, Armos! And I wave. That's our buddy Armos in the bushes over there.
Oh, George Bjord. And he tries to shake your two's hands. And then walks past you as you ignore him, and he goes back. And you see when he gathers his things, he has a backpack, and then he also has a bindle. And if you don't know what a bindle is, it's like a little. Imagine the old-timey polka dot cloth at the end of a stick that you see people walking on the side of a railroad where they keep their personal belongings. And he picks up, he shrugs it over his shoulders, and he walks down the road. He goes, I'm actually glad I met you, and I actually deal with adventurers quite often. Some of them chic me out.
Why are they chicked?
He looks around, and he kind of looks over his shoulder. Well, this place is, I don't like to do business with a lot of people around, but you fellas help me out, so I'll cut you a deal. I'll actually give you a little discount to see the wares. See, I'm a bit of a magic arms dealer.
You hear that, Reginald? He's got magic arms.
Oh boy!
As soon as he says magic, I'm right behind him and I'm grabbing him by the whatever coat he has.
You came over here real quick.
Here's the deal. Now I'm giving you a discount. All right, but I have a very important policy that I follow. Okay. Now my wares don't just come from anywhere.
Where do they come from?
From beyond the void, you might say. 800 gold to view my ways. Come and see and travel prepared. To purchase my goods, you must pay the toll. No tricks, no fools, no hubbubaloos. From George Bjord.
Gotta pay the troll toll.
I hate paying covers. I never go to pay a cover. It doesn't make any sense. You pay money to go spend more money.
Can I tell if he's being honest or not?
Make me an insight check.
I want to do an Arcana check to see if he actually seems magical in any way.
I got a 15 on insight.
I got a 14.
From your 14 and 15 insight check, you really feel that he's got some shit to sell you. And almost, what was your Arcana check?
25.
There is an immense amount of magic coming from a specific point on this old man, Armos. Specifically, his bindle.
You know, I don't like cover charges much either, Drill, but I'm getting a good vibe from this guy.
Yeah, but it's 800 gold. Wait, is it 800 gold per person, or is it
per person? It's per person.
Wow.
It's 800 gold just to see what the fuck he has.
Well, I don't think I even have that much.
Yeah, I don't know how rich this guy thinks we are. What if I trade you stuff? Can I trade you things to see your wares?
Maybe if you got some things that are worth that much, then I'm open.
I take out my tentacle staff. What about this thing?
Ooh.
Look, that's a good staff.
That should go in. That could cover part of your cover.
How much are we talking?
He gets up in there and he looks at the tentacles and he jiggles it and he goes, I'd give you 350 for it.
We need 500?
What about my necklace of fireballs?
800?
Oh, it's 800 to view his wares each.
How about my necklace of fireballs?
I think you used all of them, no?
No, I got one charge left.
Like 50 gold.
But it has at least 6 charges left.
Steps to check.
Damn it. I reroll those. How much do I have? I don't think I have anything for this. I got a 13.
I've seen used magic ways before. Let me tell you, that's pretty used. I gave you 50 gold for it.
Dang it. I'll just keep it. I'll keep it. It's fine.
Look, let me give you a little teaser to let you know how serious I am. He takes out his bindle and he goes, I'm going to show you one item. Sticks his arm in the bag. Shing! He pulls out a Holy Avenger.
Excuse me? What?
Yeah. Shing! Puts it back in the bindle. Seals it back up.
Drill, give me the bag.
What?
Give me the bag real quick.
What bag?
The bag.
What? Beans? I'm not giving him my beans.
Not the beans, Drell, the bag.
But I want my stuff, Menace.
No, the shared bag.
Oh, the shared bag.
The Armos can't touch bag.
Yeah, the Armos can't touch.
Yeah, okay. I can't lie. I've kind of been keeping my stuff in the shared bag. So I'm gonna have to go through it real quick. And I go through it.
Have you really? I believe that.
I just didn't really carry around all this shit. And I just pull out the trident, pull out the giant slayer, pull out my axes, be like, sorry, hold on, it's in here somewhere. And then eventually I give Menace the bag.
Wait.
God damn it.
All right, what about this? And I just imagine Drell digging through and then turning around hell fast and showing him stuff and then turning back around and grabbing something else and turning around and showing him it. And then I pull out the horn of safe sailing. I go, how much for this?
I give you. He looks at it, blows into it just a little bit.
Come on, now I gotta clean it. What are you doing? Stop touching it.
I give you 150 gold for the horn.
Okay, I can't. This guy's just too expensive. And I just put the stuff back in it.
How about these 3 red shard arrows? I mean, magic arrows.
Oh, give him the rapier too.
Oh yeah, and this bloodshard. I mean, magic rapier.
The arrows, 250 a pop. The rapier, 600.
All right. Now we're on to something.
Now we know what he wants. Fuck.
Quite honestly, we have a fuck ton of gold though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys have a lot of money.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Dude, I don't have a lot of money. That's why I make Armos pay for everything.
Well, with the arrows and the rapier, we only have to pay $350 each.
Can I want to roll, I guess, would it be an insight check? When Minus pulls out everything with like the blood shards, I just want to see if I can make more of like a read on this guy, like what he's actually up to.
Roll me an insight check.
It's a 6.
He really wants to sell you shit.
I also got a 6.
You don't even see him make a face when he pulls out items until you present it to him.
All right, guys, here's the deal. We're the Bloodshard Bandits, but today we may just be bandits, okay? We robbed this guy. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Armos.
He's got magic and he's going to fuck us up. I say we just give him all the Bloodshard weapons and call it a day.
Whoa!
We got a big bag of blood shards. I'm cool with giving up some weapons.
So I'll give him, how much for the Morning Star? Or not Morning Star, it was the Groff's Longsword.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how much for this?
Rapier looks a bit better, but I can give you $250.
All right, so what if we give you all this, but we get about 150 credit towards whatever you have?
He looks at the items and he looks at you. Make me a persuasion check.
Whoa. Let me do the persuasion. Let me do the persuasion.
No, Drell has to do the persuasion. He asked it.
No.
He asked the question.
Fuck. It's in that one.
Inspiration.
Oh, wait. I'll use a luck roll. I'll use a luck roll.
Okay.
Fuck. But we know what happens when I use these on persuasion checks.
This is going to be the first time it works.
Fuck. It's a 6. Dude, I'm rolling like shit right now.
Do you want to use another luck or inspiration?
Yeah, I'll use an inspiration.
Oh, no.
I think this game just hates me, bro. I've not rolled anything higher than a 9 so far today. Fuck. All right. I'm using a second luck point. All right. I'm fucking done, dude. I'm fucking done. This is insane. All right. So I think I get to still pick the highest one or no?
I just
you got one more luck point. You could use all your points.
You're already this far. You might as well try to get the 150 credit, right?
It's fucking great.
Well, if he says no, then I'm just gonna not give him everything.
God.
All right, fuck it. I'm gonna use my last one on this guy.
This is gonna be
this
the
better
moment.
fucking work. Nat fucking 20, dude. Let's go.
It was worth it.
Hey. I love how cheap Drell is. That he's like, hang on.
So he goes, 150 to credit? Okay, that's the deal. And he sticks out his hand and he goes to shake on it.
I shake his hand with the tentacle rod. As I give it to him.
He takes your items and he goes, all right, let's do this. He counts it. He goes, okay. Takes a few steps back. So he goes, okay. He takes off his bindle. He puts it down and he unfolds it. And as he unfolds it, you see like this tiny void. It looks like there's a hole that goes straight into the ground. And he goes, okay, rapiers, arrows, longsword, tentacle rod. All right, are you ready to see the magic ways?
Yes.
He jumps in the hole, the bindle goes, and the whole thing disappears and vanished.
I use
We don't get a reaction?
A spell.
You hear, once he jumps inside the hole, a ching, ding, 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 as there is something left under the red checkered cloth that he used as his bindle. And you can see it lifting slightly underneath.
What is it?
Are you gonna lift it to find out?
Might as fucking well. We just got fucking scammed. And I lift up the fucking thing. See what it is.
Drell, you lift this cloth. And on the ground, and conveniently enough, as if it was instinctual to check your pocket, you see a gold cat coin on the ground, winking at you. As your gold cat coin that you got from Shadowfell is no longer in your pocket. And it winks at you, and it goes, it disappears.
Drell. Drell, what was your coin doing there?
Drell starts running down the road.
Can we assume that Drell's coin fucked us and this was the fucking of...
So, Menace, if you remember, your cat coin activated when you try to eat food.
I remember that.
Your gold coin disappeared after a short amount of time. Drell's coin has now disappeared after meeting George Bjord.
So he's gone.
He's gone. He's out. Everything with him gone.
Well, I appreciate you guys, you know, helping me get out of my debt. All right, so,
I like it, Drell. You're thinking on the bright side of the mountain.
Would we really lose? I mean, a few blood shards doesn't even really matter.
Dude, the next person we meet is getting shot with Eldritch Blast. For sure. No doubt about it.
I don't see the problem, guys. The coin disappeared. What is the big deal? Why are you crying so much?
So the three of you angrily continue down this dirt path.
Seething.
Seething is right.
I mean, you guys think about it. You don't have to lug around all that stuff anymore, you know? Laying low.
Exactly, Reginald. That's what I've been trying to tell him.
The three of you continue on your way as the tall grass around you hinders your view as you are chopping down and making way. Everyone make me a survival check as you continue to walk down this rocky, grassy path.
8.
10.
20?
Wow. Look at you, Armos.
Look at me.
Oh, no, we have to go this way. And Armos, with a 20, you notice a set of footprints. However,
It's a dead man.
it is not boots or hooves of your companions. It's a very weird footprints.
What size?
About the size of your hand. Not overly big, not too small, but they were ahead of you as you were making this path. And it looks like the footprints is, the foot has 3 toes on it. Very distinct claw imprints into the ground.
I get Menace to come over and take a look at these because he's a ranger, right? He might have some tracking ability. You see these? Look at these.
What's up, Armos?
Wow.
Footprints.
What are they?
What?
Where
Oh,
are they
what?
going?
What? What do you want? You want? Oh. Do I know? Like,
Go ahead and make me a nature check, but do you have any abilities to like know if something's a beast or not?
no, I don't have a spell that would help with that. But I did get a 20, unnatural 20 on my check, on my nature check.
From the impression of the footprint, you know that it has like a hooked foot. When you examine it, you can see like how much of the indent is on the foot, so you can tell that this is like a hooked-footed creature. More precisely, you notice that these footprints, you're sensing a bit of emotion from, like it was backpedaling. So it went forward, stopped, looked left, then looked right, and then turned around, and then went off into the brush on top of some rocks where there aren't any footprints.
I don't know what this is. Maybe it's a chicken. Maybe it's a cockatrice. But it's scared of something that was in front of it, I think. Don't like that.
So the footprints, where did they lead? Do they lead into some bushes? They lead into...
It looked like it dived into the tall grass, but in the area it leapt to was mostly rocky and not dirt, so it wasn't leaving any more footprints.
What's the vegetation like here? Are we in like a thick forest?
No, it's like, there's no trees. It's like just really tall, high grass. Like you see the occasional tree sticking out, but you're in like mountain, the untamed grassland around the foot of a mountain.
Menace, you wanna float up there and maybe take a look at what's ahead?
Yeah, I could do that. All right, gang. Round 2. Float. Get my rocks together. And I start floating up above the grass.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a perception check as you float up 20 feet, 30 feet, just above the grass to see where you are.
10.
What you see as you hover above the grass is that you see this clear path, and your path is not as straight as you thought it was. It's actually a bit curvy and windy, and you realize it's taking you longer than it should have because you're losing your way a little bit.
Okay.
And you see some grass ruffling in the distance, maybe like 120, 150 feet out from you. And the path that you're heading, that tower that you saw from the top of the mountain, there's smoke coming from it. Black, thick, black smoke.
Hey guys, there's something in the grass ahead, and there's smoke at that tower. I think we're off the path a little bit. Let's just go around that grass, Russell, and hurry on up.
All right, lead on.
And can I like Can I tell? Is the grass that's rustling like away from the path? If I
It's
lead
off
us
to the
along
side.
path?
It's off to the side. So you would have to like.
So if I lead us back to the path now that I'm floating, can I get us on the right trajectory?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay up in my floating for a minute.
As you guide through the grass path, you see that the area starts to become more hilly, and you just see the top of this tower from the distance with this black smoke coming up. And a few more moments pass as you're now rushing along, and you see that this tower is indeed on fire. Roaring flames. You do hear the sound of people screaming and panic and worry.
Malora, we gotta go, guys. There are people in need. I kind of drop down from my swarm and start sprinting. It's gonna be okay, whoever you are.
Wait, Menace, it could be a... Before I can say
what?
trap.
And I keep running.
Yeah.
Wow. Here we are.
So the three of you are going to keep going?
Yeah, well, I'm just going to run after Menace because I'm not necessarily running to the tower. I'm trying to catch up to him to get him to wait, but
I'm trailing behind.
a little too far back. Yeah.
You run further and further as the three of you are now booking it. And then you burst out of this tall grass. And the grass becomes a lot more tame. And you see that over the hill line in front of you is where the smoke is coming up. You see more of this tower, and you see these roaring, bright orangey yellow flames from the tip of it. You come up over the hill, and down from below the hill, there is, it looks like a checkpoint area. You see a bunch of walls that are guarding a road. They're not keeping anybody out. They are about like waist-high walls, more for decoration to let people know that this is an encampment, a safe encampment. There are some burning, smaller tents and patios. And then in the center, there is this large guard tower, and it is completely engulfed in flames. The fire is now starting to spread to the tents, and just outside the waist-high walls, you see people, and they're like panicking, and you hear voices from inside the tower. It sounds like people are trapped inside. Along the road, at the base of the tower, look like dead guards. You see an assortment of different races: halflings, gnomes, humans, half-elves, all in common clothes, with backpacks on, various travel supplies, and they are over the wall, and they're like screaming. They don't know what to do, and you hear voices from within the tower yelling. What are the three of you doing?
It's more of what Menace is doing because we're chasing him. So
I stop at the entrance where the walls converge. Like, guys, there are people in trouble.
Do we see anyone that maybe looks like they started this, or do we just see people in need in a fire?
At a glance, you just see people in need because like the whole area is like starting to become the whole area is like lit on fire.
Are we near any of the dead bodies?
So no, you're like just on the outside of this area, and you see that there are various people along the walls, and they're all like, we gotta do something. Somebody call the guard. Like, this is the guard. This is who we come to for help on the road. What happened?
All right, huddle. Quick huddle, guys. All right, we've been trained a while. We've been doing a good job saving people. Now's another chance, okay? 3, 2, 1, bless! And I bless the three of us.
Really gotta start getting paid for this. Okay, and then yeah, so I guess do we all three of us want to go to the tower, or do we want Menace to try to see if there's people around the area in need, and Armos and I can go to the tower?
Besides the dead guards in the middle of the street that look very bloodied, like there's puddles of blood around each of the bodies, you don't see anybody else that's hurt. They're all kind of gasping and looking at each other for help.
Yeah, I run over to someone who's gasping with my healer's kit. Like, oh, do you need help? Do you need assistance? What happened here?
The tower just went up in flames, and people started popping. They started to pop.
Uh-oh.
They started to pop. You're talking to a halfling. He's like, the guards, they stumbled out of the tower, then they just popped. We don't know what's going on. And then you see like more halflings and elves, and they're like holding each other, but like they just dropped dead in the middle of the street.
After hearing that, Armos starts to get quickly to the tower.
Everybody roll me initiative.
What? Okay.
18.
Got a 9.
17.
Starting at the top of the round at initiative 18, Drell. As the three of you arrive at the crossroads with this burning tower ablaze, you see these bloody dead bodies 30 feet in front of you. What are you doing?
And we hear voices from the inside of the tower?
Yes, right at the top.
Okay, so I'll just spend my full turn just dashing straight up the staircase of the tower.
You run past these bodies and your footsteps are splashing in their blood.
Excuse me.
And you see that as you're jumping over these bodies, running towards the staircase, it looks like chunks of them are missing.
Oh my god, it'll get me sick.
Not in any particular order.
It's so
You run to the staircase and you make it to the tower. We're going to move to initiative 17, Armos. Drell dashes to the tower.
I am going to cast a spell, and I'm going to cast Truth Seeing on myself. So, spell gives willing creature that you touch the ability to see things as they are. For the duration, the creature has True Seeing and notices secret doors hidden by magic and can see through ethereal planes all out of 120 feet. So I could see like invisible things,
Wild.
things of that nature. Just making sure that the coast is clear.
With your true seeing ignites, your eyes become red as they are glossed over with white sheen to them. As your true seeing becomes active, you look at these dead bodies and you see a bit of magic, dark residue around the wounds of these fallen guards that have popped. The same essence, the same feeling that you would get from a blood shard. You see the residue and it begins to like sparkle off the body where the wounds are. And then you see like little footsteps, very tiny, maybe blood drops, maybe some of this blood shard fairy dust that you're seeing with your true sight lead into the tower.
With that information, I know Drell's in trouble, and I shout to him, "Drell, be careful!" And I sprint after him and tell Menace, "We gotta get to the tower quickly."
All right. Tower. Got it. Okay.
You run into the tower and you can make it to the door on this turn. We're gonna go to initiative 9. Menace.
I pull out my new rapier and my
Ching.
mace of disruption. I start
Boom.
dual wielding. I look down at
Ching.
this guy that was injured and scared. I go, all right, I'm gonna go check this out. Don't pop while I'm gone. And I run.
Ching ching. You bang your weapons together and you dash to the door. So the three of you are entering this flaming tower. Boom! You burst into this flaming, blazing tower. Ahead of you is a staircase that leads straight up down this hallway. To your left, there is a doorway. To your right, there is a doorway, but that looks like it's on fire and there is stuff in the way, clearly barricading the opposite side. You hear voices coming from up the staircase. The staircase spirals. Looks like it goes all the way to the top, as you can guess from this tower. You go back to the top of the round, which is initiative 18, which is Drell.
Drell rushes in the door, assesses the situation and his options, and he looks back at the guys and says, "Okay, one of you stay on this floor and make sure no one's here that needs our help, and the other one follow me." And I just run up the stairs towards the top where I hear the voices coming from.
Your full movement with your action can get you to the next floor. You're gonna make me a dexterity saving throw as you run through this blazing hallway to the staircase.
With a D4.
And I do it with advantage because I have advantage on dex against effects that you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Sure.
Okay, so that is plus a D4. 17.
Okay. You are running down this hallway through the flames, not getting singed by it.
I'm like covering my hammer in one hand and I am grabbing my beard to make sure like no ash, like embers land on my beard and catch it on fire with the other one as I run through. And I just go hot, 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 hot. I also pulled my bandana down from off my forehead to cover my mouth to like help me breathe through the smoke.
Cool. We're going to move to initiative 17, which is Armos, as you see Drell dashing down the blazing hallway. Reginald's like, "Oh, I think it's actually pretty nice in here. What do you think? What do you think, Armos? I think it's pretty nice."
Yeah, it doesn't bother me too much. I'm pretty resistant to this stuff. After Drell, said that he needed someone to go with him, I saw Menace give the thumbs up that he's gonna stay behind, so I follow Drell up the stairs.
You follow Drell right up the spiraling staircase, and you're gonna make me a dexterity saving throw.
Is it because
as
of
you are
fire?
running through the flames? Maybe it's a good assessment that you're running in a burning down tower.
17.
You're just walking past the flames as you are just akin to them in your tiefling-like nature, and you follow Drell up the blazing staircase. Midas, going over to you, you just see your friends go up the spiral staircase with a door to your left. What are you doing?
Hey, you guys got this. I'll check in here. And I guess I'll go to my right first, where I see a bunch of rubble. I'm assuming this is a doorway that I can get through.
It is a doorway, but it is like barricaded with broken furniture. You can see through it, and there is a dead body on the floor on top of all this rubble. And right above him, you see a massive burning hole that you can assume that he fell through. You can deduce that he fell through this hole from the ceiling and crashed down here. Yeah. There is blood all over the broken furniture and rubble that came from above it.
As a smaller creature, is it easy enough for me to kind of shimmy through, or do I have to break it?
You'll be able to get through. Go ahead and make me a acrobatics check. If you can think of a better roll than acrobatics check, if not, you're going to lose your action getting stuck in this rubble. DC 12.
Got a 9 acrobatics check. I'm going to use my inspiration die. I just want this to not go the way it's going. And I got less than that. Okay, that's cool.
You are stuck in this rubble, and I'm going to need you to make me a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage as you are stuck.
Oh, this first one was a nat 20. You gonna do me like that?
I am going to do you like that.
Thank goodness, a 15.
You managed to save yourself from these roaring flames, despite that you are stuck. We're going to go back to initiative 18, which is Drell. On initiative 18, Drell, you have dashed to the second floor. You can keep going up, or you could enter this floor if you'd like, but this staircase goes all the way up.
I'm going to yell to Armos to check this floor, and I'm going to keep moving upward. Just gonna, Armos, once you get up to this next floor, go ahead and give it a look. I'll meet you up top, and then I'll just keep running up the stairs, I guess.
Okay, you continue to dash up the blazing cobblestone stairs, and as you are running, you're gonna make me another dexterity.
The second one's a nat 20.
Ooh,
so just take that one.
You're breezing through this, and you continue to climb the staircase. We're gonna go over to Armos on initiative 17. On this blazing cobblestone staircase, what are you doing on the second floor?
Yeah, so I'll go into this set of rooms until I can see if there's anything worthwhile, which is what, I don't know, about 20 feet.
You move 15 feet into the hallway, and you open the door on your left, and you see that this is the sleeping quarters of the tower. You see a bunch of empty bunks. They are on fire. You see singed wood flooring below you, and you see a bunch of footlockers on each of the 4 bunks. And then you see another door at the other end of that room. From the layout, you can assume that rooms go all around the tower. Behind you in the hallway, there is another room that would be on your right side, but that is completely ablaze. You would not be able to walk in there.
And I don't hear anything on this floor, correct?
Other than the roaring flames, no, but you do hear some weird sounds above you.
Okay, I say screw this, and I go sprinting after Drell.
You use the rest of your movement and your dash action to follow Drell up this tower onto the 3rd floor. We're going to go to initiative 9, which is Minas, stuck in this rubble, trying to get to the room.
Oh God. Okay. All right, Sid, we're going to get through this. I pull myself out and into this room on the right. And can I just simply pull myself out now that I've gone through that?
Yes, you use your turn to get stuck, and you burst through.
Yeah.
And you are now in this room that is slightly less on fire, but it is a large amount of rubble.
Is the man in front of me clearly just dead?
Yes.
Yeah.
His face is towards the ground. Looks very bloody.
And I look up. Do I notice anything about the hole?
There's a wide hole that looks like it goes all the way to the 3rd floor. And then when you look down at the body, you see that something's under it and it's moving.
All right, so I push the body off.
This monstrosity of something that you've never seen before, a ball of flesh with limbs. It has a human hand. As you see, the dead guard in front of you is missing an arm. You see that its arm is like growing out of this ball of flesh that is essentially just a mouth with grown mutated limbs to walk, and it is snapping at you.
Armos, if you could hear me, look out for monsters.
And it comes out from underneath the body, and it is snapping. It has all these weird orangey blood red eyes. It has it looks like where it came out from the body, it has like that chunk of flesh that it took with it, and then the body like mutated and manifested the rest of it to make this oddly shaped moving mouth as it begins to snap, and it lunges at you. We're gonna move to initiative 18. Drell.
I don't get to attack or anything?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Absolutely. You still have the rest of your action. What would you like to do?
No, Dan,
I
you
literally
get to
moved.
sit there and think about it.
Yeah, I start attacking this damn thing. It's coming at me. Yeah, so I'm just gonna start attacking twice with my rapier first. Ooh, baby. With a 21 and a 26 to hit.
Yeah, those both hit.
Yeah, and I will be taking an offhand attack with my Mace of Disruption. Oh my. With a 24 to hit.
That will hit.
So I hit for 27 damage with my rapier, 7 damage with my Mace of Disruption.
As you hit it with your mace, it just collapses and falls apart as you just bash this monstrosity into the floor. It's like, and it's just like twitching.
It's okay, Sid. It's okay. I'm not scared, you're scared. That's my turn, I guess.
We're gonna jump to initiative 18, Drell, as you make it to the 3rd floor with Armos. Down the hallway to your left, you see this collapsed in doorway. To your right, you see an open door. The left way, you are not able to go through as flames are just roaring out of it. Unless you would like to walk through the flames.
I will not. And I will head to the right then.
You move 15 feet towards the other end of the hallway, and you make a right. You enter this room, and the room is ablaze. This looks more of like a storage area and a lookout point within the tower, and you see like bags pressed up against the wall, and the windows along the outer wall of the tower are all on fire. Very smoky.
So can I see in the room I'm immediately in, and it's empty?
It is empty, but it's very much ablaze.
Yeah, so I'll continue the 15 feet into the next room then.
You go into this next room and you kick open the burnt door, and there is this massive hole in front of you. The floor looks collapsed in on itself, and it is on fire. You would need to jump over this hole to make it to the other side if you wish to continue. You do hear voices coming from the next room over, but it sounds like sounds of struggle.
Okay. Is there anything near the hole that looks like I can fasten something to that would like sturdily hold like a rope?
It is a collapsed in floor.
So ideally what I want to do is I want to make like a fireman pole with a rope. I want to just I want to tie the rope to something on the wall and then throw it down the hole. So if Armos or
You can use your action to make a survival check, and you can fasten a rope. And depending how good that survival check is, will determine how sturdy it is.
Cool.
Good idea.
Just cut it on making an emergency exit plan. That's an 8.
You go to tie some of this rope, and the structure is so badly damaged that the beam just like collapses as you see it's not structurally sound.
Fuck.
We're gonna move to Armos, initiative 17. Oh, I'm sorry, Drell, make me a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, but because I tried to tie the rope and it collapsed, it really pisses me off and I go into a rage.
Sure, and while you're in a rage, go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, there you go. Not bad. 13.
You are going to take 22 points of fire damage as you singe yourself as flaming debris falls on top of you as you are tying this rope.
Hot.
We go to initiative 17. Armos, as you see Drell dash into the room at the edge of the hallway, working his way around. What are you doing?
right as I show up, I see him tying some miserable knot as the rope just falls to the ground, and he gets all red and mad.
It's hot.
Oh, it's not that bad. Don't you come from mountains?
How does that work?
Yeah, what does that even mean?
Well, you don't have fire on your mountains?
No. It's lava. There's a difference.
No, your mountains are engulfed in flaming blood.
Reginald, I think we gotta teach you about some mountains, buddy.
Oh, excuse me for being raised in another dimension for millions of years. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm the wrong one here.
So there's no other way around this hole but then just to go across, correct?
Correct.
Can I skirt on the side even if it's the fire?
You could. It is collapsing, and you definitely have to make a check if you wanted to do it.
I misty step across.
Nice.
I love what you do. That's so invigorating. Reginald is like amped up. And you misty step across this hole. Absolutely. What are you doing with the rest of your turn?
I'm like, Drow, come on. You're wasting time. And I go into the next room.
Okay. And you go ahead and you go into the next room. As this room looks severely more on fire, you can suggest that maybe the fire originated here, as badly as it is inflamed. And you're going to make me a dexterity saving.
15 plus 16.
Narrowly escaping in a small explosion of flame as more rubble falls above you. You get out of the way at the last second.
Woo.
We're going to move to initiative 9. Minus, down at the first floor, coming face to face with this, something that you've never seen before. You couldn't even describe what you just slain. What are you doing?
So I'm like, Sid, okay, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. We've just been through Shadowfell, okay? It's gonna be okay. I move forward into the next room, and I would just, I guess, like to use a search action in this room because I don't see anybody to just see if there's anything I can save.
Yeah, so
of note.
When you go into this room, this is was some sort of like recreational room or storage room of various papers and books. Go ahead and use a search action. Roll me an investigation check and let me know what you get.
I got a 12.
Roll me a d10.
4.
As you're shifting through the papers, you hear a jostle of a bunch of glass bottles clink together, and there are 4 greater health potions tucked away onto the side under a burning book that look pretty good shape.
I've never been so happy to do a search action in my life. I didn't think that was gonna amount to anything.
Wow.
I was just gonna be like, you find a cool note. Greater health potions, my god.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And as you do that, go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
As I move 10 more feet back, because there's nothing else to see here. I think I nail it with a 21.
Yep.
Roll the d4 if you like.
You are moving around this fire with ease. As you dodge around this fire, we're going to go back up to initiative 18, which is Drell, struggling with the rope up on the 3rd floor. What are you doing?
Stupid freaking thing won't stick together. I'm still trying to make us an evacuation plan because I'm feeling a little claustrophobic here with all the smoke, possibly regretting the decision to run into a burning building. So I'm going to pull out one of the short swords I have, tie the rope to it, and then try to jam it just into the walls as hard as I can and just get it to stick, like making my own thing that I want to like fasten it to, I guess.
I would say with how strong you are able to do that with ease as you just shove the short sword into the floor and then tie a rope around it.
And then I just throw the rope down.
Whirls down the hole, hits the bottom, right on top of the dead body. That Midas is standing.
Do I see this?
Yes, you see the rope come down this hole.
That was a monster. It's okay, Sid. Stop screaming.
Can I use my movement to get over the hole?
If you like to run and jump, you can absolutely do that.
Of course I want to run and jump. Athletics, right?
Acrobatics.
We're athletics. It's athletic to jump.
It's also acrobatics to jump. Make me an acrobatics check as you are jumping over a large hole.
You try to jump an unusually long distance. Athletics. Just saying, that's in the description from D&D.
What is it?
Yeah.
Oh wow, this has got rule shark. Okay, yeah, it's athletics.
Like a long jump. That's athletics.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? You're absolutely right. Here I am.
Thank you.
Standing corrected. Drill, go ahead and make an athletics check as you try to make a long jump over.
Cannot wait till you fail this and we just roll structure.
It's a 10. It's a 10. It's a 10.
A 10 will pass.
Oh, thank
As
goodness.
you have the ring of jumping.
Oh,
and the hole isn't that large.
better.
So the DC was
Goodness.
relatively low. But you are still going to make me a dexterity saving throw as you land in this burning room.
That is a 22.
You run, jump, and roll under these falling flames.
Hot, 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 hot.
As we roll into Armos's initiative, 17.
What do I see?
When you gaze into the last room, you have made a full circle around this tower, and you see this guard along the outer wall sitting just below a flaming window, holding his shoulder. And there is another guard across from him that looks popped, similar to the guards you saw out in the street, and he is barely breathing. And he's like, and he's trying to speak.
Okay, so I go to the guy that's barely breathing and try to get some answers on what's going on here.
He looks at you and he's startled. And he's pointing to his shoulder. Ambushed. Ambushed. And you look at his shoulder, and there is a socketed bloodshard pushed deep into his chest. And it's pulsating.
What?
Badly wounded. He has multiple stab wounds. And then he points past you. He's like, pop, pop, pop. And he points past you, behind you, towards the dead guard.
While he's pointing, I just get this bad feeling, and I turn around and Eldritch Blast the other body.
As you turn around, charging up an Eldritch Blast, this monstrous mouth leaps towards you with these deformed limbs, and this half of his half the body looks like the face of the popped guard, and it's launching at you with its massive maw. Go ahead and roll to hit as this tiny demon
Hell yeah.
launching at you.
Everything. God. A 19 and an 11 and a 16 because now I'm level 11.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, you got 3 Eldritch Blasts.
Yep.
Amazing. All 3 of those are gonna hit. As this thing's launching at you. How much damage you doing?
8, 12.
As you unload these Eldritch Blasts, triple bursting it, this thing stops in midair and tumbles back 30 feet up against the wall and completely splits open and falls down onto the floor. Oh, I didn't know we would see those here. That's cool. Wow. I love those little cute guys. Why'd you kill Amos? That, man.
Reginald, I don't got
1 to
time
9
for this.
health.
What are they?
Little more baby demons.
Oh my god.
It's horrible. And you turn around. As we move to initiative 10, you go back and you look at the body. The guard has stopped speaking, and you see his shoulder bubbling, bursting out. And there's another one of these tiny maw demons taking the entire shoulder and the arm, falls onto the floor and begins to quickly mutate and manifest from the Bloodshard location. It becomes another one of these giant mouths with one of its hands, and it's going to lunge at you on its turn.
When's his turn?
Right now, it goes on initiative 10.
Damn.
He goes to bite you and misses. And then he looks up at you and begins to throw up. I'm going to need you to make me a dexterity saving throw. As this disgusting, putrid, red-greenish vomit erupts from his mouth.
7?
You take 7 acid damage as this putrid puke lands on you and begins to sear. Go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw. Oh, and at 20. Nice. You quickly get this puke off you as you like adjust yourself, but this thing is like looking up at you. This thing's only 3 feet tall, maybe a little bit shorter than that, but it's a ball of flesh. And we are going to move to initiative 9. Minas, as you see this rope unfurl right before you, conveniently.
I'm definitely running to the rope as I'm running. I'm like, oh, Sid, this is just like that short story my mom used to read me called Half-Life, where Ford and Greeman fought head crabs, and I climb up the rope. I use my dash action to get 10 feet to the rope and then 20 feet up the rope.
See a mysterious figure with a briefcase through one of the windows. Okay. We are going to initiative 18. We'll say that you use your entire dash action, and with the help of Midas, because you can float, that he's giving you a push. On your next turn, you will be on the 3rd floor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'm a cool DM, right? I'm a cool guy, right?
Sometimes.
I mean, you stole all our stuff. So.
I said sometimes.
After jumping over the hole, I'm gonna yell down and I'm gonna say, Menace, this is more like an exit route, but I guess you could come up, and I'm gonna just sprint into the other room where Armos was.
Yeah, you run into the room where Armos was, and you see these 2 completely obliterated bodies and this balls of flesh and gook and this green acid on the floor. And as the flames are erupting around you, so that was your movement. You go in. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
I wish I was better at these. It's a 10.
As you look around the room, you see the blood splatter, but you see droplets of blood leading to one of the walls outside. And in the flames, you see a blood splatter on the wall that look like letters. You can't read it from where you are through the smoke.
So are the little balls of like flesh, are they still like attacking like
They're
Armos?
Dead.
Okay.
There is. I'm sorry. There is one right in front of Armos, like gnawing at him.
Then I will go ahead and I will, for the first time, use my Dwarven thrower to throw my hammer at the one at Armos's feet.
As it's trying to nip at him.
Yeah.
Can we keep him, Armos? Come on, he's adorable. Look at him. He's a little walk him out. He's hungry. He's hungry. Can we keep him? Bang.
Reginald, if you don't shut up, I'm gonna make you kill the next one.
Oh, fine.
That is a 14 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. So I do 20 damage.
Boom! You throw this hammer, like, boom, and it just falls limp, like 5 feet away as the hammer returns back to your hand. It's like, and it's just twitching. Oh, fine. Really, you two drill.
Yeah. Me too. And that is the end of my turn.
We go to initiative 17. Armos, as you are battling this maw demon, you see this massive stone hammer just knock this little ball of flesh demon right across the floor. What are you doing?
Well, I wipe off my shoe. Since I still have my true seeing, is there anything else in this room that catches Armos's eyes even?
No, but you do see what Drell saw with that blood splatter leading to a wall with letters written on it.
I go investigate it?
Make me a perception check as you walk over.
Do I get to use the plus roll on this one? No, that's on saving throws. 17.
17. Very nice. You walk over to the end of the room, past these now 2 dead guards and 2 of these maw demon babies. And through the flames, you see in blood a written message on the wall. You see the symbols of mountains drawn in black ink, and in blood looks like a sun behind the mountains, the symbol of the red dawn. And written in blood above it says first darkness, and then below it says then the dawn. First darkness, then the dawn. And it is written in blood with the symbol of the red dawn in between those words written on the wall. With a 17 perception, you notice that the floor below you begins to glow under the flaming rubble as you have just stepped on a rune. Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
I mean, I got an 18 already, and then if I just do a plus 4, I got a 22.
Oh, baby.
A 22 will certainly pass as you step on this rune and instantly see it start to light up after you read this message and jump backwards as boom, the floor explodes below you, leaving a massive hole in the wall where the message was, an elaborate trap for you to step on. And that is where we're going to end today's session.
Nice.
Damn.
I'm just peeking out of the hole. What happened, guys? Are we good? We're cool?
I want to believe that Menace pokes his head up and all of a sudden he just gets fireballed and then all of a sudden his hair's just flying back. He's just like, ugh.
Absolutely. That's a very frustrating and very fun first session.
Yeah. Well, you got to ease into it,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we started the arc by just getting completely scammed. So, So, guys, welcome to Arc 5. You now lose a bunch of cool stuff. And,
What's
thanks,
funny?
Jarrell.
I want to say right before the episode and before like Tony was off doing something, he's like, man, I really need to like sell some things. And we were talking about selling items and they just got stolen from us. So
technically we did sell them to get out of my debt. So, I mean, it really does work.
I mean, potatoes,
Yeah.
Talk about it in the after show.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, a little after show sesh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In a while we do that one of those.
We do that?
Yeah. Just a little FYI. It has been a month.
A little over a month since we last got together.
Yeah. So you guys probably don't know, but yeah, Alex.
Also Joe's fault.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Sorry I like to vacation. Right?
Yeah.
Somebody had a quarter-life crisis and had to celebrate his birthday a whole month.
I know. I was gone for 3 weeks on vacation. It was great. Loved it.
We're going to talk about it in the after show, actually.
Yeah, we'll talk about it on the after show. I'll talk about my vacation and let you guys know all the cool stuff I did.
Mm-hmm.
Or, if you don't want to do the after show, hop in the Discord and ask me and I'll tell you.
Good.
Also, you know what I've actually been watching recently? Dude, I really got back into CSI Crime Scene Investigation.
Amazing.
Like, I used to watch it as a kid, like, growing up, like that, and like 24 were like the shows we used to watch in my household. But now I'm like, it's actually crazy because by the time this airs, it'll already be expired, but it expires off Hulu on Saturday. So I'm on season 3, almost season 4. So I got to like grind out a few more seasons, but it's so good. So
wait,
good.
is that the one with Ice Cube, or is
no? So that's Law and Order. So Crime Scene Investigation is like
I never got into those shows.
What? You never seen?
Yeah.
Wait, you seen Law and Order, or you haven't seen Crime Scene?
This kid clearly has never been homesick from school.
Yeah.
Also
homesick for school. Yo, R.I.P. Jerry Springer, dude.
Oh, word.
Jerry Springer. Let's get that in there.
Yeah.
That he was the king of like homesick from school.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Springer was on, dude.
Everybody throw out your beads for pour out your beads for Jerry Springer.
Pour out some beads, dude.
Word.
Rest in peace.
Interesting.
And with that note, we'll move on to the Patreon supporters.
Wow, what a sad way.
Yeah, that was
all right, guys. R.I.P. Jerry Springer.
R.I.P. Jerry Springer. Say bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. I'm the only one? Okay.
Bye.
And now it's time for the Patreon shoutouts, starting with the Bloodshard Bandits. Ulrich Shieldust has returned from his trip to North Trillis and is excited to get back to work at the Shieldheart Forge. Unfortunately, it will take a couple days for him to reopen as Nalma made a big mess of things while he was gone. That is the last time Ulrich asks her to watch his shop while he is away. Next up is Benjamin Hayes, who has just awoken from a lengthy surgery. Vision blurry, he tumbles off the operating table. Witch doctors and artificers yell at him to calm down as he rushes to the nearest bathroom. Benjamin dry heaves, but nothing comes up as his gasps echo inside his head. Something isn't right with his arms. He rushes to the mirror and screams in horror at what stares back. And now we have Dylan Snyder. The roads to Lord Baron's Divider have become much more pleasant to travel down as sweet music notes now grace the air. Travelers claim to have seen an autumn eladrin weaving their way through forests while playing an ethereal flute. No one knows if these rumors are true, but sightings keep popping up closer and closer to Lord Baron's castle. The whereabouts of Julius Kendrick are yet again unknown. Murmurs have been spread around the Red Dawn that he may have been banished for letting some heroes into Shadowfell. Others say he is preparing for his next scheme. Who is to say what will become of this man? All I know is rumors have been popping up about grave sites getting robbed late at night close to the Sijic College. And Rains. A hint to Rains' whereabouts were found recently. However, where they were found does not bode well. His ID and staff were located, crushed into the ground with a massive footprint. Truly harrowing. The Sidgwick College alumni are next, starting with Andrew Hall. Andrew is currently working their way through a degree in practical magic. Illusions have been giving him a bit of trouble, so if anyone has some tips to share, please stop by the Sigma Pi Epsilon Lambda Lambda Sigma house during club hours. Artemis has recently received a Shield of Expression for winning the Sidgwick Safety Award. This is an honor given every year to whomever observes and writes out the most citations. The college has since amended the rule for acceptable citations, as over 50 of Artemis were titled Bullied Joe Jofferson, followed by things as simple as Ignored Kemi Joe when he waved to them in the hall. And next is Robert Crisp. A Sidgwick College alumni has just met with Robert about his application to the Alpha Beaker Phi grant. With enough funding, Robert hopes to scientifically put an end to the question, how would a baguette move if it could move? Now Saint Chaos. This manager of misfits strikes again. During an Arcane Focus 203 lesson, students quickly learned that their magical sticks were all replaced with wands of smiling. With an absence of evidence, Saint Chaos is the only person so far to elude Artemis and his famous citations. Warden, new to South Trillis, this nomad is looking for a place to call their own. Wandering from town to town, Warden has been making notes about the best prices on homes, food, and ale. If you see someone with a notepad and a table full of everything on the menu, please say hi and show them around town. And last but not least are Humbreah's heroes. Alex Judge Dredd is getting ready to come back from vacation. He was quoted as saying, "I am the vacation." Angel the Ranger just finished having tea with Kara and Ghibli in the Riverwood Forest. She hopes to visit again soon as her pit bull has become quite friendly with Duck Norris. Man with Stone has been taken into custody as suspect number 1 in Man with Glass's disappearance. Could it be a hostage scenario? Or is it murder? Sergio Rodriguez, this mysterious figure, has been seen walking into bars late at night. After following him in, no one can seem to find Sergio. Something fishy is going on here. Abdul Rahman, another new face to South Trillis. This person is looking for work. They just finished helping the town of Dillmore rebuild, so perhaps they will settle down there. Terminal No Name. This man created a new sport in Holbeck called Rocket Boot League, where you strap rocket boots to carts and try to get a wicker ball in the opponent's net. Thank you again to all our amazing supporters. If you would like to hear your name read here, please go to patreon.com/DND404 and sign up to the respective tier. All right, Minus out.